Well, up next, Janita and I are going to go into the kitchen, so stay with us. We're going to do one of our favorite things on It's a Woman's World, and that's do a little baking today, so stay with us. Well, welcome to the studio kitchen. This is one of my favorite places to be, and I'm so glad I'm in good company today. We are going to be talking about one of my favorite things, and that's chocolate chip cookies. So anybody else like chocolate chip cookies?
Yes, they're my favorite.
Yeah, of course. All right, well, I baked up a plate, and Janita baked up 2 plates, as we see here, in different ways of how you could present a chocolate chip cookie. So I'm going to demo the recipe that I made, and we'll get started with that. So you want to help me build this?
Yes, definitely,
Okay.
definitely.
So as we know with chocolate chip cookies, they're generally, we think of it in 2 parts. There's the dry part and then there's the wet ingredients. So Janita, why don't you start building the dry over there. Okay. In that, we've got a cup and a 3/4 of all-purpose flour. We're gonna keep it in there, and to that, Janita's gonna add in some baking powder. That's a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder.
Yep.
So in that goes. And then this is some baking soda and a 1/2 teaspoon of that.
Try to eye it really good, make sure I
Yep.
don't have too much.
That's right. And then, of course, you got to have a little salt. Did you know that salt goes in the cookies?
I don't think I did.
Yeah. Some people are surprised. It just
Yeah.
kind of gives it that balance, that
Does it?
tangy flavor. Yeah. And then what I usually do is just take that spoon, and then you want to combine all that together so it's nicely incorporated, because that baking powder, baking soda is going to give the cookies that lift that they need. So how simple is that, right?
Right.
Yeah. So
And one of my little secrets, I actually use sea salt in mine. Because it gives you, like, people don't know salt is there, but when you have that sweet and salt kind of taste in your mouth, it gives the cookie just a little bit more of a kick. So I also use sea salt.
Oh, that's a
I
great
think they
idea.
add it in Indian sweets too, sea
Yes,
salt.
I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep, yep.
It's a hidden surprise.
Yeah.
In addition to the regular salt?
Nope,
In
instead
place
of regular salt, I'll use sea salt.
Sea salt. That's a little coarser, isn't it, than the regular
Yeah.
salt?
So how does it taste different?
It's just sort of that, salt is one of the things you really can't taste in your cookie, but when you add a little bit of sea salt, it's just sort of, it just kind of kicks it up a little bit. So you can taste it, but you don't feel like you're tasting salt. It just gives you kind of that sweet salt taste, kind of like you would with kettle corn or something like that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so now let's build the wet ingredients. So in this mixer, we've got a stick of butter, and it's softened to room temperature, and that's really important, isn't it? When you make cookies, you want it to be softened. And so let's turn on the blender and make some noise. And so what we did is we just kind of, broke the butter down, would you say?
Right, right.
Creamed it. And so you can see that's kind of the consistency that you want. And to that, I'm going to add a 3/4 cup of brown sugar. This is just that light brown sugar. So that goes in. Make some more noise here.
I just like eating chocolate chip cookie dough, too. I love it. Don't we put any eggs in this?
Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
okay. I was gonna say,
good, yeah.
that's why they say you're not
Yes.
supposed to, is because of the raw eggs.
Yep, that's exactly it. My kids want to eat raw chocolate chip cookie all
Yes,
the time.
it's
They're
good.
so good.
Oh.
They're so good.
And that's why I don't advocate for that. But this
Yeah.
is just 1 large egg, so we're going to put that in. In that goes. And I always crack the eggs not on the bowl, because who wants shells in their chocolate chip cookies, right?
Oh.
Another level of flavor, right?
Really? A little like, I never think, well, I never cook, so you're saying that to the, I'm not being facetious.
Okay.
Okay, so how's
Just put the whole thing in there, the egg, everything, don't
Just
crack
throw
it.
all in there. Could you hand me that teaspoon? And actually, do you like vanilla? Everybody like
Yes.
vanilla?
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, my kids love that taste of vanilla, so
I
we're
do
going to
too.
add in.
Oh, but you can add any other flavor too, right? If you want to,
What do you
or
think about that, Janita?
Usually if I add a different flavor, it's usually to more of the, like my sugar cookies. Because those cookies, you can kind of play with the flavors a little bit more.
Not this
You
one?
did that on another show, I think, yes, and it was excellent.
Got lemon, orange. Chocolate chip cookie dough, I usually stick to vanilla.
vanilla? Okay.
Okay, one more spin. Get all that together. Okay,
So-
Janita, then you want to add in the dry. Here's where you combine them now. So Janita's going to add that in.
But is this a typical recipe for a cookie dough?
This is just one one. There's so many recipes. Yep, this is just one. And so now you want to put this on a lower speed because the flour will fly around if you do a high speed. And then also you don't want to make the cookies tough. So,
So do all cookie dough recipes call for salt?
I don't know if every cookie dough recipe does, but
Yeah.
the ones that I make usually
They do, huh?
So it doesn't, you think it tastes better, obviously, with salt then, right? Do you think?
It's sort of one of those things that makes the cookie, because otherwise you'd be eating a bunch of sugar, so I think it kind of just balances out the flavors. Salt, you put that in so many foods that you make, you don't realize that it's not, you're not putting it in there to give it flavor, you're giving it in there to bring out the flavors you already have in your
Oh.
cookies, and that's, or your other foods or entrees.
Okay.
So that's usually what salt does. People don't know that salt's in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
and
Sugar's in a
so
lot of stuff too.
Yeah.
finally, the main ingredient.
The best part.
Yes. And so there's milk chocolate, there's semi-sweet chocolate, right? This is good, straight up milk chocolate. So put that back in. Now you look at that, the dry and the wet combined. And so that's kind of the consistency you want. We'll put this back down and just give it a spin.
Wow.
So you
I
can
like
see
that mixer.
how easy that was, right? And then typically, I just use one of these scoops, and then you just scoop out the dough, just like that.
And then bake
And
it?
it makes a nice round
Oh.
scoop, yeah. And that's it. And bake it at 350 for about 13 to 14 minutes. And then this here's the finished product of what this dough is.
Oh, it looks
Yeah.
amazing. But color is different though. That's why I was like wondering if this two different.
They look
or-
different, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, and I used a different size scoop to get the bite-sized cookies as well as a different size scoop to get the larger cookies. And then you have to realize that ovens are going to vary, so how long you're going to bake is going to vary based on your oven. So if you're having guests, you'll want to sample your recipe first so that you don't burn them. And it can also impact the color. Sometimes it may change color a little bit if you refrigerate your dough and you bake it, than when you take it straight out of your bowl and you bake it. But
okay.
it shouldn't impact the flavor, but it may impact the color a little bit.
Interesting.
It's
Now,
interesting.
Janita has a story about your back to your mom and how you because you have a cookie business. And
Yes.
Tell us about that story and how you got started.
Yeah, so I'm one of 8, and my mother and my grandmother, everything they made and baked was from scratch. So of course, growing up, I hated it because we were the labor. But you start to have a taste for that thing that they make that's from scratch. You don't realize it, but it does taste a little bit different. And so my mother and my grandmother would bake for hours, especially around holidays, because they would use a lot of what they baked for gifts. People didn't want gifts from them. They wanted, could you make a sweet potato pie for me for Christmas? Could you make banana bread? Could you make pound cake? Whatever they would bake, they would use that as gifts. And so, of course, again, I hated it as a kid, but I loved the fact that you could make something from the heart and you could give it and
Yes,
share it.
yes.
And not only did you give it and share it, people requested it. That's what they wanted. And so just over time, as you get older and you start to find what feeds you, what you're passionate about, it sort of led me into my own cookie business. And so I love baking the cookies, but the best part is actually being able to help others use it as a gift that they want to recognize for whatever occasion. But there's so many memories I have baking as a kid, from, they say don't eat the raw dough, and I would never tell anyone to eat the raw dough, but that was what we wanted to do as kids. Yes, there's eggs in there, all of that, but that's
So
kind of what you wanted to do because your mother and your grandmother were baking and you wanted to just enjoy it because that looked the best part. And my mom would always wipe off all the big chunks, so we only got a little bit, but could you leave it like that? But she never would. What about you?
Right. Yeah, I think for me, it's really with my kids that they just love chocolate chip cookies. And I think when they come home or any guests that come to your house, often my cousin, who's also my best friend, when she comes over and her 2 daughters, Serena and Sonia, when they come to the house and then they see the cookies that are on the table, they're happy. And I think with you, that's what makes me happy. Like to be able to make something that people like and they just love to eat.
Yeah, that's
So,
good. And plus, you can smell it when it's baking, and that just,
I know.
Right. I mean, if you think a lot of realtors or, when you're going into,
Oh, yeah,
a
that's true.
home tour, what do they have? They have cookies in the oven or cookies on the table. There's something about fresh baked cookies that make you feel at home. And
Yeah,
so,
everybody
yeah,
does
I mean, so it's like I have so many memories of just the baking growing up.
Yeah.
And it just makes me want to share that. And then it kind of gives me a sense of pride, not when I sell cookies, but when my kids request the cookies. Kind of like you, when
Yeah,
your
right,
cousin
right.
comes over, when
Yeah.
people that you know and you care about request you to, when you're coming over, could you bring cookies? That makes makes me feel special.
Yeah.
Right,
That's true.
right.
Absolutely.
That's true.
Well, one interesting thing I think you've done, can you hold one of those up, those cookies
this
on a
one?
stick? Yeah, I think that's such a
Oh, it's
creative presentation.
Beautiful.
true.
Yeah, so I think,
awesome.
I mean, yes, you enjoy eating good cookies, but why can't you have cookies that look good as well? So it's sort of, when you give a gift, you want to take it to another level. You don't want them just to be able to look at it, although looking at things are nice as well. But once they've had the opportunity to enjoy it with their eyes, now they can enjoy it with the best part, their tummy. So
right.
they can eat it after they enjoy, oh, look, I got cookies for a gift, and now I get to eat cookies for the
Right.
gift.
And then it says Happy Spring, which fits so astutely with the darling ribbon.
Yes, we're sort of rushing the season along. We need spring to get a
We need
jump
it
start.
faster here.
Yes, yes.
But
So in terms of putting something like that together, so you bake the cookie,
Mm-hmm.
and then what do you, like, do you have to wait for it to cool? Because
Yes.
it might crumble? Like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
Yep, so when I bake the cookies on a stick, I actually will bake it with the sticks in the cookies.
Oh, that's why I was wondering, you know, it was
Yes.
how she was able to
There,
put the
there
stick
are
in there.
times, depending on how many I have to bake, because as far as time, I can also put them, you know, on the wrapper after I've already baked, because then I can, of course, bake more at a time, because that takes up space in the oven. But, so you could do it either way, but it just is another way to express, you know, whatever occasion or sentiment you want to share. Those make great favors, you know, if you're having people come over and you want them to take it, and sometimes people want to take it, but they want it wrapped, you know, I may not eat it now,
You're
save it for
right.
later. So
You're
now
right.
you have a way to keep it fresh, and you can save it for later.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Very
Good
good.
It
idea.
looks so good.
And this, so this recipe that we demoed today, believe it or not, there are people in my life that I know that don't like chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, what planet are they
Yes,
from?
There are. So those people, they like, so you could do a combination of, like, you know, the dried cranberry and almonds.
Oh, okay.
So you could do that in this recipe, just put those in instead of the chocolate chips. I also do M&Ms and plain
yeah.
M&Ms instead of chocolate chips. So what other kind do you make?
There's been a few times though when I would use just regular chocolate chip cookie dough and not put in the chocolate chips and sort of have like a fondue bar, and you can dip your cookie in the chocolate, or if you want the, you know, the butterscotch chips, you
yes.
melt it all and they can just dip their cookies in there. It's sort of the inside out cookie. So I've done that. But then I also do, people love raisins. I don't. So people love oatmeal raisin
Yeah,
cookies,
I
but
love
probably my all-time favorite is oatmeal peanut butter chocolate chip. Because you got the protein, you got the oats. So if you do eat your cookies in the morning, which I have been known to do occasionally, I don't feel so guilty, because I feel like, well, I'm eating oats,
Right,
so that's a
right.
little bit like oatmeal, and then I'm eating peanut butter.
Right.
Who cares that I have sugar and stuff in there? But that's when you want to live a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So-
right. That's right. Well, let's taste these. Let's take a taste.
Yes,
Sure.
okay, that sounds good. So we've got two different recipes, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is this one, and again, this used only brown sugar. So mine didn't use any white sugar. If you noticed that.
Is there a difference?
Do you?
I don't use white sugar in my chocolate chip cookies either.
They say it's a little chewier with the brown sugar. Do you,
Brown sugar, it looks prettier. I don't know.
Yeah,
doughy.
and, you know, I think this size cookie is sort of like the fun size candy bar. You think, oh, it's so
Yeah.
small, I could just have one, but you end up
You
eating
can't.
more of those.
Yes.
Where this one, you can kind of control yourself. Okay, one, that's a nice size cookie.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't have another, or maybe I'll have another one when no one's watching.
Right, right,
But-
right,
So
yeah.
it just kind of depends on the portion size you'd like at the time.
Right.
Yeah,
But you-
psychologically, you feel less guilty even though you eat more.
Exactly. And, you know, it's the fun size candy bar, you cannot just eat one, but
No.
you feel like every time you go for one, I'm just gonna eat one.
Yeah,
and
you
you
Yeah.
actually don't.
Right.
Yeah,
All right. How are they? Are they
delicious.
good?
they are
Susan,
very
what do you
good.
say?
I've had both and I love them both.
I've had
Okay,
both, yeah.
excellent.
They're excellent.
Well, this was so much fun. Thank you so much for doing
Oh,
this all
thank
together.
you.
Thank you. We get to eat them.
I know.
I'm going to grab one and say to all of you, we thank you for joining us today on It's a Woman's World, and we hope to see you next time.